Tech and the fans are in Joe IA Stadium ready to have a good time. And this is the kind of game college football fans love because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hilltoppers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Louisiana Tech's offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the back. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Back to throw, it's Allen. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Western Kentucky,
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hand off from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Jean-Pierre. And he's gonna be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's Myers. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He'll do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this second and short. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The incomplete pass brings up third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Myers. Turning it on! Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Hilltoppers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Grab behind the line. It's Meyer. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Meyer. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down?
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. It's complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Jean-Pierre. Turns it on in midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Makes the grab outside. It's Myers.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll send the back in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He wants to throw it again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake, flipping the field position. Defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Try to get it to the edge. At the 35, he's open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Meyer. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Slide 22, 29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, WKU. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Allen. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun on third down. Fires to the big fella. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Found a seam. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Working that left side now. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
To the ground with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. Makes his man miss. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to set up the screen. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Allen. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Towards the sideline. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. 1st down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
That's all you got. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Allen. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll try to get outside. Running to Green. Got the 1st down and more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there now.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. The receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Winston. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee, as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Jean-Pierre. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give on the inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Jean-Pierre. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got it, looking for the first down. Crosses the 45. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Hilltoppers are flying down the field. The inside handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in, it's Myers. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Lasso! 691, Gators score!
Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meyer. Touchdown, Toppers! And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll get into the end zone, and the 2-pointer is successful.
On that 2-point play, they went toss, trying to use his speed to the outside. Nice job blocking downfield for the conversion.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll leave it with him. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking for a man, it's Allen. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Black 24. Black 24. Easy.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got the tight end. Headed to the end zone. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Motion from the wideout. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Easy.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. To the air, it's Allen. And he makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Still running at the 40. Gashing the D on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Louisiana Tech, 39.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Wants to throw. It's Allen. Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. It's complete on the right side. On the move is the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Going to the run, it's Myers. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toppers.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
39.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
325.
Looking downfield, it's Allen. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The gift to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Ready up.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Meyer. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech. Back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, it's complete. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
First down for your Bulldogs.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Makes the grab, it's Thorne. Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Under fire.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Let's go.
They'll go to the toss. He's in open space downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, WKU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
46.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
So now it's second and long.
Easy.
Back to pass, it's Allen. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Defense in press coverage. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
That's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They